The Senate President, Ahmad Lawan, has said that the National Assembly will pass the 2022 Appropriation Bill presented to it today by President Muhammadu Buhari before the end of this year. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are the top 10 stories now. At number 10, the Minister of Labour and Employment, Chris NGIGE, has told doctors under the National Association of Resident Doctors who just suspended their strike that they are lucky to have him as minister. NGIGE said this as an assurance to the doctors that their demands were being met during a meeting with members of the Nigerian Medical Association and executive members of the National Association of Resident Doctors on Wednesday in Abuja. However, the minister faulted the previous NARD administration for not properly keeping the members of the association informed, stating that it was the reason the strike lasted this long. At number 9, some hoodlums attacked the KANO-BOUND train and set it on fire in the Offa area of KWARA State on Tuesday. Confirming the incident on Wednesday, the KWARA State Fire Service said that it rescued about 13 coaches of a KANO-BOUND goods train from burning by fire. The hoodlums set fire to the train, which was coming from Lagos State when it stopped for repairs at the Offa railway station. The head of media and publicity of the KWARA State Fire Service, Hassan Adekunle, said in a statement on Wednesday that 2 of the 15 coaches of the train conveying goods were completely burnt by the fire. He noted that the incident occurred at about 5:17 p.m. At number 8, the federal government has warned that it may be forced to impose state of emergency in Anambra State to ensure peaceful conduct of the forthcoming governorship election in the state. Abubakar Malami, the Minister of Justice and Attorney General of the Federation, made the threat when he answered questions from State House correspondents at the end of the meeting of the Federal Executive Council on Wednesday. Recall that the Independent National Electoral Commission and other concerned parties had raised an alarm over the upsurge in cases of violent attacks on individuals and government facilities in Anambra as the governorship election in the state draws closer. Malami threatened that the federal government may declare a state of emergency if the security situation in the state did not improve. Reacting to the AGF's threat, the governor of Anambra State, Willie Obiano, said the declaration of a state of emergency in Anambra was not President Muhammadu Buhari's idea. Obiano, who spoke to State House correspondents after a meeting with Buhari in the presidential villa Abuja on Thursday, said he reported the Minister of Justice and Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, to the president on the matter. The governor also described the threat as unfortunate, wondering why he had not contemplated the imposition of emergency rule in northern states during massive killings occasioned by banditry. At number 7, the police in Katsina State paraded a woman, Hajarat Iye Ebunu, for allegedly duping Nigerians with fake employment letters of the Economic Community of West African States Commission. The woman, who was paraded by the police on Wednesday, allegedly collected the sum of 3.5 million naira from each of her victims before issuing them with the fake ECOWAS online appointment letters. The police spokesperson in the state, Gambo Isa, said the suspect collected over 47 million naira from the job scam. The police said Iye Ebunu, a resident of Abuja, was a dismissed staff of the Nigerian Immigration Service and had been on the watch list of security agencies for criminal offences. At number 6, the Federal Capital Territory Fire Service has confirmed that a man was injured when fire gutted the Federal Ministry of Education section of the Abuja Federal Secretariat on Wednesday evening. A spokesman for the FCT Fire Service, Ibrahim Muhammad, said the unidentified man sustained a leg injury. Muhammad said the annex area of the Secretariat, where Zenith Bank is located, was affected by the fire, but the situation is currently under control with firefighters on the ground. One person who probably decided to work after office hours at the Secretariat was injured in the leg, but there is no fatality. He added that men of the fire service had been fighting the fire, which affected the registry and records accounts, pension and variation units since 8 p.m. on Wednesday. At number 5, operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, Edo State Command, have arrested 90 suspected drug dealers in the state with over 7,135.79 kg of hard drugs. NDLEA commander in the state, Buba Wakawa, said the suspects, made up of 63 males and 27 females, were arrested between July and September this year. Wakawa said the 7,135.79 kilograms of hard drugs recovered from the suspects were made up of cannabis sativa, psychotropic substances, and 4 pinches of methamphetamine. He added that the suspects were charged to court, while 48 drug-dependent persons were cancelled and reunited with their families. At number 4, Nigerian Vice President Yemi Osibanjo has departed Abuja for London, the United Kingdom, where he is to represent President Muhammadu Buhari at a United Nations high-level event on the energy transition in Africa agenda with a special focus on Nigeria. Laolu Okonde, Osibanjo's spokesman, made this known in a statement issued on Thursday. He said the Vice President will be accompanied by the Minister of State for Environment, Mrs. Sharon Ikeazo, and the Special Advisor to the President on Economic Matters, Dr. Adeyemi Dikbeolu, amongst others. Okonde said the event, which will be held on Friday at the Imperial College, will feature meetings organized by UN Energy ahead of the UN Climate Conference COP26, which will be hosted by the United Kingdom in Glasgow, Scotland. At number 3, the Federal High Court in Abuja has sentenced Faysal Maina, the son of the former chairman of the defunct Pension Reform Task Force team, ABDULRAZAK Maina, to 14 years imprisonment. The trial judge, Okon Abang, gave the judgment on Thursday after finding Faysal guilty on all the 3 counts of money laundering involving 58.1 million naira in public funds. Faysal, whose father, ABDULRAZAK Maina, is also facing separate set of money laundering charges involving 2 billion naira before the same judge, had jumped bail and stopped attending court since last year. Faysal was also absent from court when the judge read the judgment convicting him on all the 3 counts and sentencing him on Thursday. At number 2, Tanzanian-born novelist ABDULRAZAK GURNAH, whose work touches on colonialism and refugee life, has won the Nobel Literature Prize. The Swedish Academy said GURNAH, who grew up on the island of Zanzibar but came to England as a refugee at the end of the 1960s, was honored for his uncompromising and compassionate penetration of the effects of colonialism and the fate of the refugee in the gulf between cultures and continents. GURNAH has published 10 novels and a number of short stories. The Nobel Prize comes with a medal and a prize sum of $1.1 million. Finally, at number 1, the Senate President, Ahmad Lawan, has said that the National Assembly will pass the 2022 Appropriation Bill presented to it today by President Muhammadu Buhari before the end of this year. In his opening speech at the budget-laying ceremony on Thursday morning, Lawan recalled how the 9th National Assembly promised to return Nigeria to a January to December budget cycle with the 2020 budget. He added that the feat was repeated with the 2021 budget. While thanking Buhari for the early presentation of the budget, the Senate President said the lawmakers would pass the money bill before the end of 2021 to allow for maintenance of the new budget cycle. Always remember to wear your mask, wash your hands and stay safe. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.